Okay, so chat, we got a lot of things to address today. A lot of different topics I want to go over. Okay, there's a lot of things we need to talk about. The very first thing I need to talk about is a bit of a congratulations is in order. A little congratulations is in order. Congratulations to the Yard, man. I don't know if you guys have heard the news, but YouTube has decided to enter the podcast analytics game. So Spotify and Apple, they both release a top 100 list of their podcasts, which is what advertisers use to, see who's really up and up. And YouTube did the same thing. So they have a weekly top podcast shows list that they've now created. And I'm going to scroll through. You guys might notice a familiar face. So we got Joe Rogan, right? Kill Tony, Rotten Mango. You got all the hits. All the hits in our top 10, our top, you probably recognize some of these, Tucker Carlson, Lex Friedman, some big names in here, right? Okay. But guess who's in this list? Okay. Sorry, still scrolling through here. We got Flagrant, Huberman Lab. It's, Aaron Huberman, Part of My Take, Two Bears, One Cave. Okay. So, hold up. Whoa! Number 99. Hold the phone, man. I'm sorry. Top 100 podcasts in the world. Don't mind if I do. Yeah. Bottom two and we're not last. That's right. That's right there. Come on. Wait, Lemonade Stand? Where is Lemonade Stand on? They're not on this list. This is for like wildly successful podcasts. Lemonade Stand's not on this. No Lemonade Stand on this list. They don't come up. Do you hear it? Control F. I am. It's not coming up. They're not on the list. Guys, this is for exclusive, very awesome, cool podcasts. And I think every podcast on this list is awesome. Including Impulsive. It's an awesome podcast. Is Trash Chase on here? I didn't see him scrolling. That's foreign media. I don't know if they're counting foreign media. This is US. I actually think Trash Chase wouldn't make the list just because they're not a US podcast. Which makes sense. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. We hit the, the old top 100. No big deal. Thank you very much, John Long Ears. For the 6 months, Wayne Bishop. Thank you for the 7 months, the Hashak. Thank you for the 14 months. Thank you for the subs, boys. Thank you for the primers. Mr. Tree, thank you for the prob.
What's your method for music use on stream? X.
What's my
Using
method?
Halo Warthog theme for the AT&T League matches.
This song?
Is each different track bound to a Stream Deck macro?
No, I don't do all
that.
that.
Do you pull up each song one by one?
No, I just have them all on
Playlist
YouTube.
use? Trying to learn to stream better.
Literally, my YouTube up next feature is all the music that I'll play on stream. So this is my YouTube sidebar. They just know what I'm going to click. I have my end stream song. Okay, I have my chat song. I have like a little D&B mix if I want to just play it for a while. Okay, I can go Warthog. I got so many different avenues I can go down depending on what I'm feeling. Thank you very much, Anonymous, for the gift. Wait, somebody gifted me 5 subs and I totally forgot who, and I'm feeling bad about that. It was Rejoice TV. Thank you for the 5 gifted. I found you. Thank you, Rejoice. And Lobster gifted Pokemon a sub. An anonymous gifter gifted a random community sub. I appreciate that. Chats, we do need to talk about it. There was I don't know what to say. Almost a shift in YouTube today. Did you guys feel it? There was a shift in YouTube today. A little shift in YouTube has happened because Outdoor Boys has announced the retirement. Probably the greatest channel to have blown up over the last year. If you don't know the Outdoor Boys, you have been missing out. I would call this a must-watch YouTube channel. Up there with the Michael Reeves of the world, okay? Like when they upload, you sit down and watch. Great for all ages. This is a YouTube video you throw with your parents in the room, and they would love to watch it. It's basically this guy who goes camping, and it's usually like pretty extreme conditions, like in Alaska, negative 18 Celsius. And he eats some yummy food, and he gives you some wild life tips and tricks and whatnot and what have you. Very authentic. Very authentic. And today, he uploaded a video called Goodbye. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll watch it together here.
Hey everyone, this is going to be my last video for a little while.
Thank you to Tim Sa for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it.
You know, I've been making YouTube videos for 11 years now. First with the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel, then with this, the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. And believe it or not, I've made 1,110 videos. It's been a wild ride.
Is that it? Wait, that is so... How many videos have I made? Because that feels like so many... Oh, I've made 2,300. Okay.
The amount of time and energy that I've dedicated to making YouTube videos is hard to communicate. So many late nights editing and packing and unpacking, camping with pneumonia, building log cabins while injured.
I wasn't trying to flex, by the way. I have not made one video better than this guy.
But it's been a tremendous adventure, and it's allowed me to provide for my family while making wonderful memories with my wife and kids. But even good things can be taken too far, and I think I'm starting to reach that point.
Dude, just if you've never watched him, I need to give you some context. This guy used to be a lawyer. He was a very successful lawyer. And then had a lot of success doing YouTube, and then pivoted to YouTube full time. And then in the past like year, I guess maybe 18 months, went from 2 million subscribers to like 15 million, averaging like, 8-figure views a video. And I looked because I wanted to do a video where I tried other YouTubers' sponsors and then rated them honestly. Because a lot of YouTubers take sponsors, and you can't really necessarily trust if they're telling you to try the product that they're paid to tell you to try. So I figured I could be an unbiased source. And I looked. I went to find one sponsor that this guy has taken. I couldn't find one. Actually, that's a lie. I found only one. I found only one sponsor he has ever taken. It was a fake sponsor he made up as a Facebook post joke 10 years ago called like bear piss. That's the only, and it's not even real. It's not a real product. It's a joke product, like Bee Fuel from Clint Stevens. Just truly a decade of just the highest level character and lowest level greed, and I would argue highest level content a man can give as a single man. So anyway, we'll keep watching here.
But I'm not just talking.
Well, sorry. A lot of people are saying he never took honey, as if that's like a +1 in his camp. I would argue it's a -1. Honey used to be an American institution. Okay? One of my favorite extensions of all time. People who take honey are better people.
About the time and energy I spend making YouTube videos. I'm also talking about the attention it brings. In just the last 18 months, this YouTube channel has gained about 12 million subscribers. And because of people stealing my content and posting it on other platforms, my family and I have been viewed about 4 billion times, in addition to the 2.8 billion views on YouTube. The sheer volume of fans trying to contact me, trying to take pictures with me, or just trying to come up and talk to me in public, it can be a bit overwhelming at times. And my wife and I, we both have real concerns about what this will do to our family if I keep growing my YouTube channel at this pace. And the time to stop is before this problem gets so out of hand that my family and I can't live normal lives. Now, there's more than one reason for making this decision, and I still enjoy making videos and I still enjoy going on ventures. But it's time to start focusing on other things. And that's what I'm going to be doing.
Dude, I think... Dude, I don't know if it's weird, but I think quitting is so cool. For the right reasons. I think if you quit for the right reasons, it is so cool. I think it's so cool to end on your own terms. Quitting... and you know what actually sealed this for me is I watched a movie, American Gangster, last night. And, long story short, Denzel Washington becomes very successful, but he doesn't want to quit. And there's this guy in Vietnam, and he's telling him, he's like, look, man, there's a difference between quitting while you're ahead and quitting. Because Denzel Washington's character views quitting as like a failure. And I was like, he's fucking right. And then so today I wake up and this boy's quitting while he's ahead. He's quitting while he's damn ahead, man. So anyway, let's keep watching.
For one thing, I've got 3 little boys who all want to be YouTubers, including my oldest son, Tom, who's got his own channel, the Outdoor Tom YouTube channel. But I want to spend more time helping him with his channel and preparing him to be an adult, which is going to be in less than 6 years. But I've spent so much time focusing.
I understand the point he's making. That's just so long. If we just do the math, he's just 12. He's 12. You got a lot of time there. I want to say that's a very sweet point, and it's very honorable that he would like to teach his son how to do YouTube and you know, pass on the family trade, quote unquote. But he's 12.
Focusing on me and my family and growing my business, it's time to step back and focus on helping other people for a change. And I'm excited to see where that takes me. But all that being said, I have a lot of half-finished videos, including the homestead projects and some travel adventures and even some extreme camping trips I've been planning for the last 6 months. But if I decide to finish those videos, or if I decide to film any other adventures after today, I'll post them at the end of the year, all in one big dump. But no matter what, this is going to be my last video for a while. Now I know there's some...
So I guess he's taking a big hiatus until the end of the year, where projects he's already filmed, he'll start uploading. But it's May. I mean, that's going to be like 6 months of no uploads for a guy whose videos I watch pretty much as he uploads them. I mean, it'll be a nice big dump. I'm excited for his big dump, but there's a long time to wait for the big dump. And then after the big dump, there's going to be another wait, who knows how long. You don't watch him? Don't chump check me here. I watch Outdoor Boys. Okay? Look at the red lines. Look at the red lines. Look at the red lines now. I'm watching Outdoor Boys. Now, the only content I don't like from Outdoor Boys is the family content. 3 videos? No. Chat, just because the red line is not all the way full doesn't mean I didn't watch it. That is not what that means. Okay? It's not always accurate. You guys know YouTube's not 100% on that shit. Don't even fucking try me. You think YouTube's broken dog shit website is 100% accurate on the lines? You know you've clicked on a video and it's put you in the wrong spot and you've been annoyed before. So don't start coming at me like it doesn't exist when I'm doing it. Anyway.
Some of you out there who've gotten more than just entertainment from my videos. If you feel my videos have helped you in some way, then go out and find someone you can help. I'll see you guys later.
Dude, the machine gun kid. I didn't see that clip, I'll tell you that.
Now was the rain, a collision of souls, opposing in flight. I was the darkness, you yearned for the light. Now you gone.
Yeah, it is quite sad, but it's funny because I think there are very few people who I think could quit for those reasons without being criticized. And he is one of the few. I think what he's saying is true, by the way. You know, with success comes some downsides. With fame comes some downsides, like you getting recognized or not being able to live a normal life. I think most people, like, let's imagine, I'm trying to think of an example, like Mr. Beast. If Mr. Beast says, I've become too successful, I don't like it, I want to be able to go outside without getting recognized, I'm quitting YouTube, I'm going to be like, boo-hoo, go cry into your fucking billions of dollars. I think that would be the reaction. But I think, yeah, Mr. Beast is too late regardless, but you could imagine another YouTuber. It doesn't have to be Mr. Beast, okay? A YouTuber of a comparable size, if they did the same thing, that's what would happen there. I think it's because this guy has never sold out that you can't even say that about this guy. You can't even say that. He truly is family first.
And I'm losing my mind, losing my mind, I'm losing my mind. Now you gone.
Anyway, I think it's
Why
badass.
did you cut me up, bring me out, and leave me high and dry? Now you gone.
But I do think it's really sad because I think the coolest videos on YouTube now, at least what I'm drawn towards, and maybe you guys are the same as me, what I like watching on YouTube are YouTubers who are incredibly authentic. Like authentic to a fault, where it isn't someone trying to be a YouTuber. It's someone who's just, you know, trying to express their hobbies or interests or talents through YouTube. And I think that's a shift that's happened over the past like 5 years. 5 years ago, this was not the case. Now it is the case. I think it's much, Sam Sulik's, Outdoor Boys. And you're never 100% authentic. It's kind of impossible because you're ultimately choosing what you upload from yourself. But I think this guy was one of the closest. As close as you can get. Oh, we got a bit of a raid. We got a raid from Premiere 2 from Pete. Thank you for the raid very much. I hope you guys enjoyed Claire Expedition 33. We're talking about how Outdoor Boys, one of the best YouTube channels of the past year, is retiring. They're retiring. What is this? Tim linked me a clip.
Look at that. Oh, look at the mark he's got on him. That's like where a seal bit him. Did you find the big rock? If you can't find a rock, Daddy's got this.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Fuck yeah. Man, I'm going to miss this guy. Okay. Well, with the loss of Outdoor Boys, the universe kind of balances itself. Whether you call it karma or, whatever, universal balance, fate. When you lose one good, an evil will fall with it. Okay? Because if you haven't heard, that's not the only person who quit YouTube. This is more theory than necessarily hard fact because it hasn't been announced. Well, there's a theory that Sunny V2... No, it's not me quitting. What the fuck? When I said an evil channel, you thought it was me quitting? You thought the good... I'm sorry, pause for a second. You thought I was going to come here and say Outdoor Boys quit, that's the good, and then evil channel's quitting, and this is going to be me saying I quit. And that's how I announce it. Like I'm the Wicked Witch of the West. Okay. Whatever. Sunny V2, who I've said a few times, I haven't been very nice towards, they are my least favorite YouTuber, is allegedly quitting. I don't know why. I don't know if this is 100% true. I don't know if it's for personal reasons. I don't know if it's for, God forbid it's for health reasons or something like I would not be happy with that. But Sunny V2, the probably the new age king of slop drama video essays, has allegedly quit. And this is found out, I think, through a Reddit post because one of Sunny V2's editors, Claude. All right, here's how you know they're their editor. I just texted Sunny, unless Sunny put in the last 2 minutes, I don't remember, talking just a bunch about Sunny V2, and then posted a couple weeks ago, the YouTuber I worked for quit, so I don't know what I'm going to edit now. So it's like proof that they were Sunny V2's editor, and then the YouTuber they worked for quit. And then there's some more evidence. If you don't know, Sunny V2 uploaded weekly, very consistently, and I will give credit to where credit's due. I think one of the hardest things on YouTube is being consistent. And I have respect for anybody who can consistently upload. It's just genuinely impressive to me. If you have some cadence and then you just stick to it for literally years. I mean, we were talking, 3 years of weekly uploads. That's pretty impressive. But the last video they uploaded was almost 2 months ago. Plants vs. Zombies, how microtransactions destroyed Plants vs. Zombies, came out March 20th. That's their last upload. So it's possible Sunny V2 could be happy with the bag that he made. I mean, look, how many views does he have? 1.3 billion views. Let me do some mental math. I mean, he's at least made $1 million. He's straight up at least made $1 million in just AdSense. Way more? I don't know. They're not super long videos, but it's at least $1 million. It could be 2 million. 4 million? That seems a bit high to me. Millions. I think we can say millions. And no shorts. Yeah, all the views are long form videos. Also, Sunny V2 deleted their post section. There was like a post section, like a community post section. Just deleted that entirely. So I think Sunny V2's out. Some people are posting about it in the subreddit. The Sunny V2 subreddit, which is it's crazy that it exists, but that's Reddit. Because I don't think it's like a sanctioned one. It's just like like 300 people who like Sunny V2 videos are like, yeah, let's talk about it on Reddit. Also, I do this new fun thing now. When I read Reddit comments, because some Reddit comments are so Reddit pilled that they're hard to read. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you just go to a random Reddit section, it's like, it's very Reddit. So what I do to make it more enjoyable is I read it in Squeaks' voice. And I want to preface, that sounds very mean towards Squeaks. Squeaks' normal voice is very sweet and genuine and nice. But Squeaks' voice, when he says problem, that voice. Squeaks' problem voice. So anyway, there's some real bullshit posts on Reddit. That's what I read. In fact, I have a good example of one. Because there was a big post about how this guy in Indonesia, this basketball player in Indonesia, could face the death penalty because he smuggled in weed edibles. So I just read all these comments. He told the police during interrogation that he wanted to share the cannabis candy with fellow basketball players. So he smuggled drugs with the intent to distribute them. And told police about it. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, so good luck with that. You're on the death penalty. That's going to be a problem. But this is, I looked into this. This is true. This is true. That's not funny. It's not funny, but it is genuinely true. Jared Shaw, who's a basketball player in Indonesia, professional basketball player, got arrested for smuggling weed into the country. And Indonesia is incredibly strict against drugs. And so the big flashy title is Jared Shaw, Dallas native and basketball player in Indonesia, could face death penalty over cannabis candy. That's very serious. I don't mean to laugh. But it's a crazy article title. If you're a journalist, that's a hell of a headline. It says Jared Shaw, 34 from Dallas, arrested May 7th. The police seized 132 pieces of cannabis candies. I'm trying to 132 pieces. 132 is a lot. It's not even that much. I was thinking about it. So it's about like 900 grams of edibles. So it's a little under a kilo. It's definitely a lot. It's definitely a lot, to be clear. But I think it's too little to, like, you're not selling it. Like, it's not to make money, I don't think. It's too little for that. It's too much for an individual. No. Hold up. Everybody pause. It's not 900 grams of THC. It's 900 grams of edibles. The amount of THC, it's 132 pieces. You can assume 10 milligrams a piece, most likely. You know, you're sitting at way less THC. Way less. Sometimes it's 200 a piece. I guess I don't know the exact amount of THC. But it's definitely not like, we're not talking this like this is a weed kingpin who is spreading, edibles across Indonesia. It's 132, bro. That covers like one Arizona State University frat for about a week. That covers Shake Drizzle for about 2 video edits. And then that's it. And then he's out. But it was, here's what I imagine. I imagine Jared Shaw, likes weed too much. This was stupid. There's no argument against what he did being incredibly dumb. It is quite known how strict Indonesia's laws are against drugs. And how he got the cannabis into the country was also dumb. Because he just shipped a kilo of it from Thailand. He literally bought it online and shipped 2 pounds of weed to his house. He basically fucking DoorDashed it. Like, if you're going to try to smuggle it in the country, at least do the dirty work of personally smuggling, I think. You can't Amazon Prime that shit to your home address. I feel like that's a mistake here. I feel like if you're going to do it, you do it right. You find a candy that looks like Sour Patch Kids. You get a 2-pound bag of Sour Patch Kids, you mix half and half, then you go into the... I'm saying this like I've done this. I haven't done this, to be clear. I want to be clear, I have not done this. It's not a tutorial either. I do not recommend you do this. But if you were to do this, I think it's how you would do it. I actually have had friends that have smuggled weed into Japan. I'm not going to name who, because it is illegal. It is very illegal. You should not do this. There's very low value in doing this. But when I say smuggled, they accidentally left weed in a backpack. And they got away with it. They got away with it. Lucky to have gotten away with it. You guys are not going to guess the person. There's no point in trying to guess. You are not going to guess the person. But I looked, I was like, because I thought this title was like a little bit of an exaggeration, right? My theory is like, you're not actually going to face the death penalty. Drugs are quite illegal, but you know, ultimately this is weed and it's not enough to consider this person like a big distributor of drugs. Then I looked and they killed 4 people for drug crimes in the last 10 years. And apparently there's like 100 other people on death row. So, yeah, you know, it's not great. It's not great odds. I was wondering why they were so strict. And it turns out, I guess there's some logic here. A lot of different like cartels in dealers used to use Indonesia, if you imagine over like hundreds of years, as like the main port to ship out drugs and ship in drugs in and out of Asia. They were just using that shit, and then to crack down on it, they went fucking full force. Drugs are illegal, death penalty if you do it. So I think it's more of a scare tactic or measure to make examples out of people. I don't agree with it. I think death penalty for 132 edibles would be insanely crazy to do. Yeah, an overreaction for sure. But if it's not your country, you go to the country, you do just have to respect the laws. That is how that works. I agree that it's unproportional, but you kind of just have to follow the rules. You like weed too damn much if you're there for a limited amount of time and then it's not that cool. That's way too deep of a love. I love how I'm the one here saying, yeah, you got to respect the law of a country you go to. As I just went to Japan, broke probably 50 laws. There's like 400 gigabytes of footage of me just breaking different laws in Japan. I'm sitting here like, yeah, you got to follow the rules, guys. It's just the law. While I'm drunk driving my motorcycle at 10 a.m., running every red light. You know, it's different. It's different in Japan. Because I'm Nihongo Para. I'm allowed to do that stuff. Do not state the laws that you broke. Only 2 of them are real. One of them was fake. And it's all alleged. Don't arrest me, please. Okay, chat, now let's get to the real drama. Let's get to the real drama. Did you guys see this video? I was going to talk about it yesterday, but we had our stream with Northern Lion, so I didn't want to, like, half-ass talk about it. But if you didn't see, there was some real drama, I guess a couple days ago, that Sean Garris sort of dropped. It was kind of I don't want to call it a nuke, but it's kind of like the countdown clock is at midnight. A nuke is about to drop. They've announced that the nuke's tests were successful. Because Sean Garris uploaded a video. I'm not going to play it because it's quite long and it doesn't actually have too much information. It's mostly Sean Garris stating who he is. And if you don't know, Sean Garris is a very respected person in the CS2 community and the Valorant community. He's a former pro who became a coach and is now the GM of Shopify Rebellion. So he's actually the general manager of my Valorant team in Challengers, and helped form the teams that I've had literally from the start. When I first signed a Valorant team, I asked Sean who I should sign. He's the one who told me who to sign. So I've known Sean for quite a while. I trust him very much. I think he's a very respected person. Tries to do right by people. Anyway, most of this, I'm just gonna play like a few clips of it, is him being very disappointed. It is like getting sat down by your dad after staying out late.
Match fixing, cheating, underground gambling rings, people making hundreds of thousands of dollars on these games that are rigged. I was on Complexity on the other side of things when iBuyPower threw a game. We were making $300 a month before VC money. iBuyPower had no salary.
So basically what he's talking about, it's a bit quiet. X the Everything app has a horrible player. Basically what he's talking about is he's saying there are rampant issues with match fixing in challengers and ranked play for Valorant. He didn't say who. I'm gonna preface with that. He did not say who, but he said in Tier 2 Valorant, there are many teams or individual players who are getting paid by crypto gamblers to throw matches and then getting cut in on parts of the bet. You only pay them $300 a month? No, he was saying that he was around when people were cheating in CSGO and understands the money motivation for why that happened. But now they're doing it in an environment where there's much more money, I think, was part of the argument. But anyway, the short and sweet version is he has some receipts of people cheating in Tier 2 Valorant. And this video was basically a call out for, if you are innocent, give me all, the footage you got of you being innocent so I can clear your name, because I'm going to drop a bombshell update of who cheated. And you better fucking pray it's not you, because you will never work as a professional gamer again, obviously, if you are part of a cheating scandal. Is there an ETA? I think he said next week. So in a few days, I guess. Did you send him a video? No, because I actually did cheat in a Valorant show match where I had, where is it? I had Zekin fill for me for a couple of rounds. So, technically I'm not fully clear there. It was for fun. It was for fun. It was for fun. Does this implicate Zekin? Possibly. No, but it is very serious. Because, I've always known this was an issue. But, obviously, crypto betting is huge in esports. A bunch of people crypto bet. It's unregulated websites. You can gamble on literally any game. But for the most part, people gamble on ranked matches. Most people are smart enough to know you should not gamble on a ranked match, right? The incentives aren't aligned to make this, an actually respectable betting environment because, people are maybe not trying or they could be cheating or whatever. There's not a lot of integrity to a ranked game. But Challengers games are sanctioned by Riot. Challengers games are sanctioned by Riot. Challengers games are legitimate enough that the matches will determine who becomes a tier 1 player. And so if it shows that there's cracks in the integrity of that, then the whole fucking system's kind of a sham. Throw out the whole damn thing, bro. If you can't trust challengers, you can't have a challengers league. It doesn't make sense. I see some people in chat naming names. Chat, let's avoid doing that because I actually don't know. I don't have insider knowledge on who this was. And I think most of the names that you are bringing up is just what you've seen on Twitter, which are probably baseless and unreviewed. So it that's kind of the scary thing of Sean doing this the way he did it. I understand why he did it because announcing that there has been match fixing and people have cheated and people have stolen hundreds of thousands and people have ruined the integrity of challenge. It allows him to get more information to then make a much bigger video about it. It also allows people to speculate in this interim period and possibly ruin reputations unnecessarily. So let's not be a part of that. We're going to sit our little butts down. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. Okay? Because yes, it will get ugly, but at least it's better to be ugly and true than ugly and alleged. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely going to fucking stay hip to it. I'm going to stay abreast because I've been in challengers for 3 years and I've been very invested. So I'm sure Riot and the community at large, if someone verifiably cheated, will, be quite harsh in penalty and punishment. I also will. Every motherfucker who cheated is on my shit list till the day I die. I hate them. I've bled for 3 damn years in this league. Everybody left. Every team's out. All right? Nobody's in this bitch. The guard's out. Fucking FaZe is out. Everybody's out. And you cheat me? I put in thousands for you to cheat me? I'm gonna. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be next week. But it is crazy. It is crazy, if true. And I don't know what it'll do to challengers, frankly. If it's as big as I think it is, challengers might go away. But we'll see.